110-degree weather today, and we gotta go to work. Stay tuned. Yeah, it's gonna be a hot one today. It's gonna be 110 degrees, you know, with humidity. So I'm hoping, you know, I don't got too many stops today. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. Hopefully I should be done by June, which is every day. You know, I haven't been working. I've been away for like 3 months, taking care of family issue overseas. I was out in Puerto Rico for 3 months, but I'm back. I want to thank my drivers that were out working while I was away, holding it down, you know. So, you know, I'm very thankful for them because I was away for a while. But I went to work yesterday, and I went for a few places. I got that, oh, where have you been speech? Where have you been? Where have you been? But anyway, but I'm back. You know, I hope you guys are good. I hope you guys are trying to, you know, going out there making some money. I hope you guys, you know, getting some work, keeping busy. Hope you guys are healthy. And let's see what I got. Hopefully I don't have too many stops today. Like I said, it's going to be 110 degrees today. It's hot right now. I walked my dog this morning, and it was brutal. But, you know, let's see what I got. Hopefully I don't got much, and we'll see how this day goes. All right, keep watching. All right, so I just got here. For you guys that have been following me for a while, you guys probably know that I do auto parts. I've been doing auto parts for the last I want to say 7 years or something like that. But I'm here to see what we got. You know, come along for the ride. Walking in now. What's up? Not too bad today. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 stops, 4 stops here today. Should be done 1:30. Fairly easy peasy today. All right, let's go. Let me start checking this in. Check these orders real quick. Thank you. Your anus. Bug. Stock order. Batteries. So I gotta check the order first. Check the orders. Hey. Yep, all set. Full stop. Put my I always wear cargo jeans, shorts, for my paperwork, put in my hand. Let's go. Let's burn this out to the van. Well, here I go. Just loaded the first one. Guys over here. Got about 10 pieces in it. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. So I got 4 stops total. The biggest stop's got 12 pieces. As you can see, that's towards. I got a lot of stuff in the van right now. A lot of my
personal stuff in the van. I'll show you in a second on the junk that I got in here. So yeah, fortunately I got all that stuff's mine. Those are all cargo mats. It's a bunch of like miscellaneous tools, parts that I have, because I sell on the marketplace. Those are my open house signs. You guys know I'm a realtor. You know, I'm also a property manager. So do a little bit of everything, but just one order here. There's another order here. There's another order here. So it's 1 stop, 2 stops, 3 stops. I got one long piece for the 4th stop. And easy peasy. I'll be out of here in 5 minutes. I just got here. And we'll see what the day brings, right? Hold on. Go ahead. Oh, snap. Bueno. So the last 2 pieces. This one right there. This one is first stop. Put it in here. It's a rack and pinion. Put those who know what a rack and pinion is. Alright, that's it. I'm all loaded up. It's I don't even know what time it is. It's 10:28. I'm all loaded up. You ready to go? I'm about to check out, dispatch. I'm about to have dispatch me, and I'm gonna hit the road. Like I said, I should be done 1:30 today. Easy peasy, quick money, quick good money. If you watch my videos, you probably know how much I make a day on this flat rate. I don't get paid per stop. Sometimes I'm gonna have 2 stops. Yesterday I had 6 stops. Today I got 4 stops. You know, sometimes they win, sometimes I win. Most of the time I win. You know, it's good. You know, I'm not gonna say it's the bad work, but this is like it's really easy work. It's just I already loaded the van. Everything's fairly light. Nothing crazy. Nothing too heavy, not too many pallets. If we do have pallets, they usually load it with a forklift. Obviously, they unload it. Easy peasy. I've been doing this for, like I said, 7 years, 8 years, and you know, good relationship with the manager here, with every manager, because there's been like 3 managers here, so everything's good. You know, life is good. So let's see what happens, and let's get on the road. All right. For more. Yep, I'm loaded up. You know, it's 11 o'clock. I was actually talking to one of the drivers, one of the contractors. He's having an issue with his van. Let me tie the back here, guys. Give me a second.
That was gonna drive me crazy back there. Got a piece of sheet metal back there bouncing around. But yeah, one of the drivers is having issues, one of the contractors having issues with his van, and they always ask you for advice because, you know, I'm pretty handy and I've been having these vans for so long. But he doesn't have Ford, he's got a Chevy. I've had Chevys in the past, and I can tell you they're crappy. I don't like Chevys. He's got like 8 codes, module codes, transmission module. He had a rough start a couple days ago when he went and bought a new starter at the warehouse, bought a new battery. His mechanic put it in, and now he's got a bunch of check engine lights, a bunch of codes that came up, and one of the ones that came up is a fuel module, which is he's gonna have to replace that because that's why he's having a hard start issue. So I told him to take it to the guy I bring my vans to when I'm too busy or it's too hot for me to work out in out. Because right now it's 100 degrees outside. I am not gonna work in no vehicle in no hot weather. I hate it. I hate working on cars. If I have to, I will. But I usually work on my own cars. If I know how to do it, it's just simple enough. Brake jobs, you know, oil changes, fluid changes, alternators, starters, that stuff I usually do myself. But when it comes to like very like intense stuff, micro stuff that's uncomfortable to do, I don't do it. But anyway, so I give him my mechanic's phone number, which is like 20 minutes from the warehouse. Like, bring it to him because there's no reason why his mechanic should have threw a starter in his van and threw a new battery in his van when his battery and his starter were perfectly fine. He should have tested that stuff, but he just threw it in there and he still has an issue. He spent like $800. But anyway, on the road we go. Those are his problems. That's why I always say go with a Ford because the Ford will run forever. Ford doesn't have those modules like that, you know. And if they do, they don't have to be programmed. Chevy modules have to be programmed. Sorry, my wife just called and she's asking me what am I doing. I'm like, I'm working. She's like, you are? She's like, it's a good day to go to the beach. I'm like, so you go to the beach. But anyway, so yeah, that thing with the van, that's his business. I actually just bought a new van, but I bought a travel van. I bought a 2010 GMC Savannah conversion. I will put a picture here, and I'll do a tour video on it soon, so you guys can take a look at it. This van I bought to travel. It's not going to be for work. I took it out to New Hampshire this weekend. But anyway, but let's talk about driving. You know, business for me has been really good. I cannot complain. I know it's tough for a lot of people out there right now. I had a random call the other day and I picked up because I usually answer all my phone calls because, you know, because of my business. And I got someone called me from like Indianapolis. And he saw my video on Instagram and he knew I was a realtor because he kind of linked my Instagram video with the real estate video and had a phone number in it. He called me and we had a chat about, you know, how to start a cargo van business. And he's like, you know, I like your videos. He found me on Instagram, but I'm also on TikTok. And he's like, yeah, I see that, you know, you always say that, you know, a lot of people on social media are lying about the stuff that are required to start, you know, making money out of your cargo van or your vehicle, and which is true. I see a lot of influencers because all they want to do is influence you in starting a business, or they want to somehow sell you a course, sell you a book, sell you a link, sell you a PDF file in regards to how to start this business. And I've always said it. I've been doing this 25 years plus. You know, I started this in the late 90s. My little brother started this before me. I've always said it. But over 25 years, I've been doing this. And I have never had to buy a course. When I started doing this, there was no one doing this. This was a secret. You know, this is something you let your family members know about, your friends, your close friends know about. This was not out in the open where everybody can just sign up and flood the business. And because back then, man, you make so much money. I'm talking about you go out and do medical deliveries in your little Honda Civic or your little car, your little 4-cylinder beater. You go out and make money. You go out and make $600, $700 in one day, $900 in one day. Like I had friends back then. They were buying brand new cars, and you know they were paying off the vehicles in 6 months because they were making $3,000 or $4,000 a week in that little 4-cylinder car. You know, getting $200-300 per stats, getting $150 per stat. It was so much money in this business before, because you know why? No one knew about it. It was a hush-hush thing. You know, you're not gonna let anybody just start this business that you didn't like. You know, people weren't out blasting this business. That's why he was able to make so much money. Now it's just so many apps right now on the phone that are people just hopping on. People advertising apps on social media because they want to sell you a list of apps. Man, you want to get a list of courier apps? Just go on your Play Store and just put in courier apps. You're gonna get the list right there. But there are people out there want to sell you this. But listen, what you need to start this business, right, is basically you gotta first contact the companies who are looking for help. You contact those companies first. Those companies are the ones that are going to tell you what you need. Okay? Don't let it influence you. Don't let me tell you what you need. Okay? You let the company that's going to contract you tell you what you need to get. Don't go running around getting LOCs, getting commercial policies, getting cargo insurance, getting umbrella, getting this, getting that. When at the end of the day, you're not gonna need none of it. Okay? One of the most expensive things you're gonna need to start this business is insurance. Insurance is gonna run you more than a vehicle payment. Due to the fact that a lot of people that start these business haven't had their licenses for more than 2-3 years. I see a lot of young people in this business. And when you are young, you already paying high insurance premiums due to the fact that you're unexperienced. You're an unexperienced driver. Now on top of that, you're gonna add commercial, business insurance. On your policy, you're gonna pay an arm and a leg for insurance. So you're gonna let the companies you're gonna work for tell you what you need and how much insurance you need. That's number one. Number two, don't go out and buy a brand new van just because some influencer is at a dealership. Hey, come here, buy a van from X, Y, and Z dealership on Main Street. You know, they got the best vans. Do not let an influencer tell you what van to buy. Yes, there are good vans and there are bad vans. And I recommend Fords. But anyway, don't let an influencer lead you into buying a $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 vans, because vans are really, really expensive. Really expensive. Shit. But that's number two. And number three is don't be scared of work. You're not gonna get the best route out the get-go. Okay? They're gonna reserve that for the best jobs, the highest paying jobs are gonna usually go to the best drivers, the drivers who's been there the longest, the drivers who has gone above and beyond for the company that they contracted with. You're not gonna go in there and gonna start making 6 figures because everybody in social media is telling you 6 figures. You're not gonna go in there and make 6 figures. I'm gonna stack contracts. That's a bunch of baloney. You're not gonna stack no contracts. That's a bunch of baloney. no need. You know why you're not gonna stack any contracts? Because if I'm, and by the way, they're not contracts. I'm just giving you an opportunity to make deliveries. Okay, I'll get back to the contract later. But if I give you an opportunity to deliver my product, my goods from my distribution warehouse, right? You want on a trial basis. I'm gonna train you. Number one, I'm gonna tell you what you need. Number two, I'm gonna train you. Okay? So don't go in there thinking you know it all. You may know a lot of stuff. You may know everything about delivery. I've done all types of deliveries, but I've had to be trained. Go on my past videos. I had a nightmare one night training to do this job. Oh my God. But anyway, I will train you, right? I will show you the way I want the job to be done. Okay? And you're basically on a trial. They're gonna put you out, they're gonna give you work. You know, if the work's good money for you, you take the money. You know, if you figure, you start the work. If you figure you need to make more money, you have a conversation with the warehouse. You can have a conversation with whoever gives you the work or whoever pays. Listen, I'm doing X, Y, and Z. I'm spending this much in fuel. I need to make a little more money, and you have that conversation. But don't expect to make tons of money out the get-go, because it really does not happen. I see a lot of people pushing it. A lot of people saying that you make X amount of dollars. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. But I see a lot of new people working 7, 8-hour days, 10-hour days to make X amount of dollars. You know how much you need to make. I'm not gonna tell you how much you should make. I know how much I need to make. I know how much I should make. But I see a lot of people getting jobs and they're doing 60 stops. This is just, I'm not talking local stuff. I'm not talking over the road. If you want to go out and drive 1,000 miles for $400, $500, you go ahead and do it. You want to drive, live in your van, sleep in the back of your van in 110-degree weather, you can go ahead and do it. That's not the type of business that I've done. I've never had to do that because I always find a way to make money in my area. Okay? And the way you make money is to build a relationship. You're not gonna go and I need to make this much money. I need to make $2.50 a mile. I need to make this. I need to make it per stop. You're not gonna go in there and demand stuff, because at the end of the day, they're giving you the opportunity. It's not a contract where in contract you both get to negotiate. Contracts are negotiable. You have no room, you have no negotiation power when it comes for you to get in a job. When it comes for you to get in a route, you have no negotiation. So it's not a contract. If it was a contract, I see a lot of influencers, you can get contracts. You're gonna get stacked to contracts. They're always throwing the contract word around. It's not, at the end of the day, it's not a contract. It's an opportunity that you're getting, because you have no say in that contract. You have no say on how much you're gonna get paid. You have no say on how many stops you're gonna do. You have no say on where you're gonna go. You have no say on when you're gonna finish. You have no say on when you're gonna start, and you have no say on how much you're gonna get paid. So it's not a contract. A contract, you get to negotiate your terms, and since you are not negotiating your terms, it is just an opportunity that you're getting. Okay? So let's stop that. A lot of influencers say contract, it's opportunity. But yeah, let them tell you what you need. Let them tell you, what you need to do, and let them train you. Do not go in there thinking you know anything. And we all know where to find these jobs. You go Google, you go ND, you can go to cbdriver.com, create a profile, get a link. They'll get you a notification every time a job is available. I get notifications all the time. For example, look at this. Okay? So you can just go Indeed, Craigslist, Google it, monster.com, Google courier jobs in my area. Like I said, cbdriver.com, and you get all the listings there. Apply for your jobs. Tell them you got experience, even though you don't. You want to make up and tell them you got a cargo van available. Tell them you got a cargo van. If you don't have a cargo van, you get your foot, get in there, Pretend you got a cargo van. Pretend you got experience. Get in there, talk to them, and if you feel like it's gonna work out, say, listen, I will start. Can I start in a couple weeks? You go get some cargo van. If you're able to get some cargo van, and start to work. You know what I mean? Don't go get in no big high top van because people on social media they pushing you to get a high top van. And this, I have never owned a high top van in my life. I've always used econolines, Ford econolines. That's my van of choice. Because I want to work on them and I know what they can do and don't do. All right. But anyway, this video is going on for so too long now. It's 12 minutes, 13 minutes right now. I'll cut it right here. Thanks for watching. I'll put a couple pics in my day today. I should be done like 1:30. It's right now 11:20. About 20 minutes from my first stop, and then after that, it's 5 minutes to the next stop, and from that, it's 20 minutes to the other stop, and I'm finito. And anyway, talk to you soon, man. Thanks for stopping by the Independent Contractors channel. All right, don't forget to subscribe, like. If you made it to the end of the video, right? I want you to put in the comment section, right? I want you to put in the comment section, if you made it to the end of this video, I want you to put, don't listen to those rookie influencers. Nah, too long. But I want you to put in the comment section, rookie. Because there's a lot of influencers out there that are rookies, and they want to tell you what to do. A lot of influencers have got their information from me. So I've been on YouTube going, I think, want to say 6 years maybe. So there's a lot of people who basically learn from me, and now they try to influence you. But anyway, just put in the comment section, rookie. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you. Let me get on the road and finish this up. I don't think you guys want to come along with me, but it's kind of boring. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. God bless you. It is 12:20 and I am done. I had no traffic today, which was a blessing. 12:20. I was at around 11 because I had one of the drivers asking me questions about his vehicle. But God is good. Talk to you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, or comment. Remember, comment rookie if you made it to this far in the video. God bless. See you soon. Bye.